So I wanted to talk to you today about power. And power is this kind of thing that, whether we like it or not, we're all in some kind of power game or power play. Some of it's getting power, some of it's giving power. A lot of the time we have no idea it's about power and what we're doing, our thoughts, our actions and behaviours. We have no idea. We are not aware, we are not conscious of how we're taking power and away from ourselves, and how we're taking our power away from other people. And we're just going about trying to do our own thing, unaware of the consequences of how interconnected we all really are. There we go, Batty. And when we go through huge changes in our lives, I mean huge, big ass changes in our lives, where we move from somewhere we're used to something we don't know, we have a huge loss of power. Some of us, we can feel empowered, but at some point we get to a stage where actually everything we're familiar with is gone, everything's changed, and we have this kind of, even when we want it, we have this kind of wobble, like, what the actual fuck is going on for us right now. And when we choose to make changes in our lives, we're still grieving all the things that were familiar to us. And when we're doing that, we don't realise how much of our own power we're not harnessing, because we're not being aware. I'm trying to find the right words here, because when we can harness the power, harness our own power, not someone else's, but harness our own power, we become sovereign beings. Being sovereign is not about manipulating people. It's not about doing stuff to help others for our own ends. It's not about avoiding our power and avoiding our responsibilities. Being a sovereign being is taking responsibility for our own shit and knowing that the buck stops here. And when we take responsibility for our own shit, and we know the buck stops here with us, or me, and your buck stops with you, then we become sovereign beings. Then we've taken our power back. Then we know we can stand in our own power, and, or like a tree, we can be firmly rooted, and the winds can come along and the winds can blow us about, but we sway. We don't break. We don't snap. We don't fall apart. We stand, and we stand strong, and we stand there and know. And we know, more than just in our head but in our heart, that we are finally home.